Hi everyone, it's me again, Kayode Kolade, your love and purpose expert. I'm hanging out with my mentor, the one and only Steve Harris.
The one.
The one and only. He's the life strategist, the executioner, author of best-selling book College Dropout, Corporate Sellout, and he's here with us today. He's going to be giving us some advice that I believe will greatly help your relationship. And I'm sure this video will definitely be worth your while. So Steve, please can you tell us how does limiting beliefs affect our relationships, and how can we change these limiting beliefs so that our relationship can improve, or we can have better relationships?
Great question. So I believe that your life experiences will determine your belief systems will determine your decisions, and your decisions will determine your destiny. So a lot of people in relationships operate based on the experiences that they have. So what does that mean? Let me see, what does that mean? Try to explain it in the easier way.
Yeah.
Okay, so, give an example. I was running a coaching session with several ladies who were single.
Yeah.
Above the age of 30, 35, and some advancing into their 40s. And they were all single, hoping to get married. And so I asked them certain questions why they felt they weren't married, and everybody had an opinion or two. And I asked two questions. One of the questions was, could you marry a man who's shorter than you? And could you marry a man who is younger than you? I think I started with younger first. So I asked, can you marry a man who's younger than you?
Yeah.
And a lot of them was like, no, hell no, I can't marry a man who's younger than me. I asked, can you marry a man who's shorter than me? They're like, heck to the no, can't marry a man who's shorter than me, because, I need him to, when we're getting married, I need him to reach out and kiss me, I don't need him, I need him to reach down, not to reach up, to kiss me and everything. And they said, hey, the reason I can't get married to a man who's younger than me is because, for example, society says, your husband must be older than you. If he's not older than you, you can't respect him. And a lady there said, I can't marry a man who's younger, because if he's younger, I will disrespect him. And I said to her, hey, it's not about his age. It's about the fact that disrespect is something that you carry. Because if you are disrespectful, you will give disrespect. You can't give what you don't have. And it has nothing to do with his age. And, I said, for example, that the average lady who is single has certain things that they're looking for. So they have a bucket list: tall, dark, and handsome, like me, light-skinned and handsome. And they want certain things in a man. And if they don't see it, they say, though, he's not the type of man. And unfortunately, many women are judging or making their decisions based on things that they're outside the man's control. So, for example, you say, I want a man who is this, that, and the other, but all the things that you're looking at are not within his control. So you say, so I asked them, hey, so do you want a man who's a good provider? They said, yes. You want a man who's faithful? Yes. You want a man who loves God? Yes. You want a man who's a provider? Yes. So the issue is just that he's younger than you. I said, okay, no problem. But now this is the thing: is his age within his control? Said no. So why are you predicating your decision on your happiness on something that is outside his control? So yes, you're looking for tall, dark, and handsome, and love is important, because I know you're saying, I want my my gene pool to look good. I want my kids, and I don't want my kids to suffer and be short, and all those sorts of things, and all those things are unnecessary. Because, for example, you look at it and you say, you want a man that fits all these things, and what happens if, God forbid, tall, dark, handsome has an accident, God forbid, and he's in a wheelchair? Will you love him less? What happens? And I said to them, for example, I said to the ladies, a younger man's interested in you. You should be flattered. You know what I mean? Because the average man is looking for a girl who's, so to speak, younger, because, so to speak, in terms of biology, they say as a woman's clock is ticking, it gets to a certain age, it might become harder, and that's not for you. It might become harder for her to, to have kids and all that stuff. But, for a man who's younger to be attracted to a woman who's older, it means that older girl, lady, you got it going on. You got skills, you got swag, and he's interested in you. You know what I mean? And it's a different kettle of fish. But a lot of women just look at it and say, no. When I was 3 years old, they just gave birth to him. What's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with the price of fish in the flipping market? That has nothing to do with that, right? But what happens is, because people have this bucket list, or this, avatar of the type of man they want to get hooked up with. I don't know if it's like you've ever, this has ever happened to you, that, you wanted to buy a particular car, and all of a sudden, if you're driving, you just start seeing that only. That's the only car you see.
Yeah.
You just start noticing that all of a sudden, you know,
Noticing.
the car is everywhere. It's like, ah, man, it's like the man's producing this car. In reality, what happened is that a part of your brain, it's called your reticular activating system, your RAS. What it does, it begins to focus and begins to look for what exactly you want. So could it be possible, if you're single, for example, and you're listening to this, watching this, looking at these two fine men, yes, and you're watching this and you're saying to yourself, oh man, I want a man like this, that, and the other. But could it be possible that, hey, God may have sent you a very wonderful man to marry, but because you had this avatar, you blocked him out. He didn't even meet your focus because you were looking for something. But guess what? Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome is looking for Miss Fine Girl, lips, hips, and fingertips, Brazilian hair. You know, he's looking for you. So this is the question: are you the dream woman of your dream man? Are you the dream woman? You know what I mean? Are you your dream man's dream woman? You know what I mean? And if you don't fall into that category, so why are you being so unnecessarily picky? There's certain things that are important, and I think those things are the intangibles. You know, does he love God? Does he love you? Will he be faithful? Will he be a good provider? Will he be a good husband? Will he be a good father? Those are the things that are important. Yes, the packaging changes. You know what I mean? Even you, sweetheart, who's watching this, and you're sexy as hell, guess what's going to happen? Those things that stand up one day will come down. You know what I mean? And you're not going to have all that forever. So you've got to recognize that. Listen, a friend of mine, one crazy friend of mine, says to me one day, he's like, well, chicks are like cars. They're like new versions every year. They're new models of cars, and they even have airbag. I'm like, dude, what the hell is an airbag, right? But the essence is this: you know, don't let your limiting beliefs stop you from moving into your future. Don't let your past paralyze your present and stop you from moving into your future. Focus on the things that are important. Focus on the things, you know, where is he going? Does he have a vision? He may not have money now. He'll have money eventually. As long as he's working hard at it, as long as he looks like a man who you can trust, you can be faithful, so you can put your life in his hands, and he will guard it like something that is the most important thing to him. That's what's important. Yeah, lipstick. Yeah, you need a man who's 6 foot tall. All the 6 foot tall men are looking for chicks who are 6 foot tall. You're not 6 foot. You're 5'0", 5 foot zilch, 5 foot nothing. You don't even when he's looking for chicks, he can't see you because he's seeing here. You are way down here. You know what I mean? So hey, you know, that's what I think.
Yeah. Well, that was so powerful. I hope you got something from that. I sure definitely have, or definitely did. And thank you so much, Steve, for that.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
We really appreciate you. And I'm sure somebody's moving into a great level in their relationship.
Yes, and if you want more relationship advice, you can follow me on Twitter at I am Steve Harris. That's IamSteveHarris. Or you can go to my website, www.iamsteveharris.com.
Thank you so much, Steve. You're the best.
I know.
And thank you so much, guys. Ladies, you all are the best. You guys rock. And till I come your way again, this is Kayode Kolade, your love and purpose expert. Please remember, your relationship greatness is very sure.
Peace.